Major League Baseball, founded in 1869, is the oldest professional sports league in the United States. Today, more than 145 years later, the MLB has evolved tremendously. Considered to be America's pastime, baseball to millions has been ultimately considered the soundtrack to our summers. The sport has transcended the test of time, but can it continue to be ever present in today's fast-paced landscape? Will Major League Baseball, the brand, sustain itself in the 21st century? We have been hired by Major League Baseball to decipher this unique brand. Our mission remains to provide Major League Baseball with the means necessary to continuously grow the sport within the United States. We believe that baseball is the best sport in the world and should continue to be showcased at the highest level. We ultimately are working to provide the league, regions of the country, and the international stage with a framework to grow the sport and continually develop the brand we have all grown to love. We have identified the 3 strikes Major League Baseball must incorporate to expand as a brand: domestic growth, the female fan base, and youth developmental programs.
In today's complex media landscape, the MLB brand is facing increasing competition for fan engagement. In order to engage and retain fans from the younger generations, the league can no longer rely on old tactics that have worked for them in the past. Previously, breaking home run records was enough to keep fans engaged throughout the long 162-game season. But now the MLB's numbers have been dropping, and the brand must use new tactics to remain relevant and see growth. In the 2013 season, ESPN Sunday Night Baseball reached 1.9 million viewers, which is a drop from almost 2.5 million viewers in 2009. World Series ratings have also significantly been on the decline for years now. The 1980 World Series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Kansas City Royals enjoyed ratings of 32.8, whereas the 2013 World Series only had an 8.9 TV rating. Because of these factors, the MLB must think outside of the box to grow the brand, and an important tactic to do so is through the use of social media. While the NFL and the MLB have the 2 highest revenues for domestic professional sports leagues, the NFL is much more successful with their social media strategies. While both leagues have around 90,000 tweets on their respective brand Twitter accounts, the NFL has over 11 million Twitter followers compared to the MLB's 4.4 million. The brand needs to create new and engaging social media content to target new, young fans who have grown up in the social and digital landscape. Luckily for the MLB, many of their players are a part of this new generation of fans, which the league can use to their advantage to relate to their target audience. Unlike baseball fans from the past, millennials are looking for the MLB brand to relate to them and become a part of their lifestyle. One brand who is succeeding in doing this is the NFL with their social media campaign, Together We Make Football, where fans are encouraged to share their personal photos and videos with the brand. One huge asset for the MLB brand and an area for potential growth is the MLB Fan Cave. The Fan Cave was created to serve as a Mr. Rogers Neighborhood-like program for young baseball fans, where a mix of players and celebrities make appearances in the New York location. The average fan of the Fan Cave is 25, and the program has generated over 10.5 billion earned media impressions. Continuing to use and grow this new and innovative platform will help the MLB brand grow their younger fan base and ensure their continued success in the future.
Are you crying?
No.
Are you crying? Are you crying? There's no crying. There's no crying in baseball.
We all remember Monet Davis' success this past summer at the Little League World Series. However, despite her success, no woman has ever played in the MLB. Over 1 million women play in the Little Leagues, but only 10,000 of them take the next step. However, the support from the MLB, such as from Mike Trout and Charlie Davis, for Monet has shown that gender equality is increasingly encouraged. Laura Day, an executive vice president of the Minnesota Twins, has recognized this initiative on all fronts, including management, stating that Major League Baseball, from a league perspective, has made a huge commitment to ensure that we have appropriate and diverse representation, not just on the field of play, but in the front offices. Women's growing interest in baseball is evident in the stands, too. 47% of the MLB's fan base are women. The MLB has made efforts to appeal to its large number of female fans by hosting unique lifestyle events, such as Fields of Fashion at games. However, these promotions appeal to only certain types of female fans. We recommend the following initiatives to reach a wider range of end users, while still communicating a consistent brand personality across multiple demographics. First, a ladies' night that does not entail manicures and fashion shows, but are actually discounted tickets for women for certain games. Next, many teams host fantasy camps, which allow fans to train and interact with players. The Yankees are the only team to host a women's camp, and it is currently the only option offered by the Yankees that is sold out. Other MLB teams should follow the Yankees' example to appeal to those female spectators, but also female players. Third, teams should create and promote merchandise for women that fits them, but is not gender stereotypical. Many women want to wear gear that is tailored to them, but is not necessarily covered in rhinestones and pink, because it is unfitting to the brand's personality. By offering products that are consistent with the culture of America's favorite pastime, the MLB can grow merchandise revenue while also avoiding gender stereotypes. Lastly, it is very important to create brand loyalty at a young age by attracting young fans. Currently, the MLB hosts many day-at-the-game events for Boy Scouts, which should start doing the same for Girl Scouts and other organizations that are either co-ed or for young girls. We believe that in these ways, the MLB can maintain and expand its brand appeal to this significant population.
And 2. Strike 3 called, it's over. And the team that almost did not make the field of 64s won it back-to-back.
The third pillar which we have identified is youth participation, college baseball, and minor league programs. Starting with youth participation, Little League numbers peaked in the 1990s when nearly 3 million youngsters were playing in the system. Today there are about 2.4 million enrolled. A partnership with the MLB and Little League Baseball would spark some much-needed interest in both organizations and clearly benefit both parties. As part of the proposed program, such things will happen, like MLB players being sent to surprise both players and families at local Little Leagues. Such an event directly fits the focus of our program, which is developing an emotional bond between people and the MLB brand. Other areas of the program will emphasize bringing in more youth baseball teams to stadiums, whether for on-field activities or discounted ticket packs, and working to develop youth training camps in cities led by MLB players. Looking at the college level, there is a prime opportunity to work with the NCAA in the College World Series. The NCAA and MLB should partner, uniting both causes. To do so, more college games should be played at pro ballparks. This could be a series of games called the Road to the Series, where college teams play meaningful regular season games, maybe against rivalries at these stadiums. Branding the event as a must-see spectacle compared to something like maybe the NHL Winter Classic could increase college attendances and awareness for both organizations. Marketing gear such as hats and shirts for the occasion would develop brand loyalty. While doing all of this, the connection between the MLB and the NCAA ensures fans are aware of what the MLB is doing for college baseball. This also develops legitimacy and shows a cause that the MLB cares for.
I want you to throw the next one at the mascot.
Why? I'm finally throwing it where I want to throw it.
Just throw it at the ball, huh? Trust me.
Pitch.
This guy's crazy. Yep. I wouldn't dig in there if I was you. Next one might be at your head. I don't know where it's going to go.
Thirdly, minor league clubs do not have the talent that the MLB teams have. For this reason, they must focus on other aspects of the live baseball experience to get fans in seats and sell tickets. The MLB can look to adopt some of these practices to increase ticket sales and change some potential brand perceptions. It is good to be seen as an organization steeped in deep tradition, but too much tradition isn't necessarily a good thing. If the MLB steps outside of the box just a little more, they can antiquate themselves with the times and be seen as hip, trendy, or at least just modern.
Remaining relevant can sometimes be a struggle for traditional, historic brands. The case with Major League Baseball is not that it is not relevant, but that it can take steps forward, further ensuring that the brand not only lives on, but expands its American influence and flourishes for years to come. The Major League Baseball brand has a lot of things going for it, from great entertainment benefits to family values and being a game steeped deep in American culture. Capitalizing on these great advantages while incorporating some innovative, modern ideas as reported can only benefit the organization and guarantee the sport of baseball and that the MLB live on as America's pastime for generations to come.